So I was hoping you wearing the Black Stars jersey right now, you'll be jubilating. And I saw you moving around happily after the 2 goals. But now the expression on your face says otherwise.
Well, I'm not really surprised with the results, with the outcome. No, I'm not.
Why?
See, I enjoy football. I don't only watch football. Do you get it? So, if you have a coach who is indecisive with his substitution, that's what happens on a field of play. Yes. I'm saying this because you had your wings from the flanks. You had Joseph Pinto coming from the flanks to come and cut in to get you a penalty. You saw Kudus giving the ball to Gideon Mensah, to Jordan. Jordan cut in from the flanks and then to Kudus, and then it became a penalty. That should tell you your flanks are working more than your midfield. Do you get it? But what can he do? He can just bring on a flopped Baba Idrisu from our first match with Cape Verde and our second match with Egypt. He can just bring him on because why do you take Richard Lamptey, the local player, to an AFCON and even take him out from a lineup? What did you see before you called him up? Do you get it? What did you see?
So you think the Baba Idrisu substitution was the deal breaker?
See, every coach will defend his win. And Chris Hughton brought Amate and then Ali Duseidu to defend your win. Do you get it? But what happened to the Dayu? The Dayu was not supposed to. You could have just read. Sometimes I say that Chris makes these players look useless, and somebody will tell you that it's not the coach's fault because the coach is not on the pitch. But trust me, tactical error counts in the field of play. Do you get it? You could have just played Jordan 10 because you had the win. Bench the Dayu. Bring on Nuama to come and take Jordan's position. Help Kudus to be cutting in and then soaking match was pressure after Ashmiro got out. Do you get it? So me, I feel tactically, Chris Hughton is always getting things wrong.
So that's the problem.
We have a flop coach. We have a flop technical team. Even the AFCON itself that we had the chance to go to was a flop. Because looking at these matches that we've played, it shows clearly how we performed at the World Cup. Do you get it? It shows clearly how we perform at the World Cup. So I think for now, we have a flop Black Star. Yeah.
According to you?
According to me.
Black Stars is a flop project. Chale Ihado, Ghana Black Stars.
My body order, but me, my head self one ball.
So if it is, then go do it.
Chale, you score 2. 80 minutes. Then I like how you gonna bring the you person where you bench them with the play well now you bring them. See the way we tire.
But it be the day where you cause the goals.
First, it be the day where you cause the penalty. Made them score with the first one. So the moment they score with the first one, then go give him play against us for the second game. You see? So as them score, then give him say so then go fit here. You're not supposed to bring the day at the second half.
So right now Cape Verde qualified. Egypt has also qualified. Now we're hoping to be part of the top 3 third qualifiers.
Yeah.
You think say we still get hope?
We never get hope. With 2 points.
We'll be hopeless.
We'll be hopeless. The whole team, I say Ghana, Jordan and his brother, they're not supposed to bring them for the team self again. Make this be my last games in the play. So if it be them, be the team all in downfall. You know they see how they play. Jordan score penalties. That one they justify say he's supposed to play one of the next games or one of the next tournament they play. So if them be one of that, Jordan on the attack. In brother, he can't cause penalty. So I sure say some protocol there inside where they bring all these players and make they can play. So are you not supposed to play this game?
So who was supposed to play him?
If they won't change, they won't change. Jordan self supposed to come out.
We never saw Nyoma play.
We get players for Bako. We get players. Inaki self supposed to come before Ayu self go come. Them all referee supposed to make changes somewhere 70s they go. It not be the time we start the second half now. We dey bring the day with the captain, but when they can't score, make it talk say it be him will make we qualify. What he can do? After 80 minutes, he disappoints you all.
Charlie, cool down, cool down.
Masa, it not be play for you. It not be play for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Abema.
Nana, I didn't know you.
Hey, that Ghana pa. Oda mobile extra money. Team, any of the team no.
Yen dissolve. Also, come on, see yen dissolve black.
Yen follow local players no. Yen turn you am. Na mo be back. Na the die you pa. Hey. Yen crash me.
Obasa nyane fort se born sana.
Just say or background in Yano on board as a family match. And what? Oshe team we boy the BIS chat near Tiashe. Ghana team member M1.
Right now, yeah, calculations. Cause Cape Verde qualify, Egypt and so qualify because we win your match here, my boy. To see a third no, yeah, say top 4 number picking. Say be a beck who be an answer be but audience say you hope.
Member one see I quit a crash or two Ghana. I quit a national two. I quit a national two. A being obium to argue.
So going forward, what do you think apart from dissolving Black Stars? What do you think we can do?
One, the coach. We have to sack the coach first. Second, we have to start from our local team to build them to start again. Because this team there, there's no hope for us.
Chairman, we meet again.
I know.
And you are still not excited about Ghana Black Stars play today, are you?
I mean, you can see the frustrations of the fans. You know, you see the looks on everybody's faces over here. You know, we are back again today. But this time round, I think a lot of people are angry about our performance. And you saw how the game went. I mean, from us leading with 6 minutes or 5 minutes left, we were still 2-0 up. And then they got one. We still had some time. But you could see, again, individual errors. The first game, as we saw, individual errors cost us the game. And this game too, we still had some individual errors again.
So you would say we never learned from our mistakes?
I think it's a personal issue. You know, the last time that we played the game, I didn't want to mention names per se, but today I want to start analyzing by coming from front, from back to front. Let's start with the captain, Ofori, who started the game. How did he play? He was very poor. All the corners he was struggling. Every decision. For a goalkeeper not to be able to kick the ball to the halfway line is very, very sad, you know. So I don't know what our technical team were doing that they decided to pick him as our number one. I think the last game he wasn't great as well. Then when we come to the back line again, look at Salisu. If anybody watch Salisu carefully, he's off form, he looks overweight, he looks slow, his decisions are poor, and he was giving Jiku a hard time. You know, there was no coordination. I think that is what, when we went 2 up by sheer luck. I think Kudus would have scored that goal if the ball did not hit the guy's hands. But then we were lucky to go 2 up. That gave us a breather. So for a second, or for once, I thought the technical team made very good substitutions by going back to the 3-back so we can hold on onto our lead and then we can catch them on the break. But we could still see the pressure. We weren't lucky. We got our luck and we lost the luck again by the penalty they cost, you know, which again, it happens, just like the Kudus penalty. So, but we could have still gone over the line with the 1 goal, we being 1 goal ahead. I mean, you are interviewing me. You saw the game. Look at the last header. You have to defend with your lives. This one is not even about coaching. This is about individuals taking up the responsibility to make sure that we go over the line, because 4 points would have qualified us. We wouldn't even need the 3rd best place team, you know. But I'm just watching. Look at Ofori again. He's so heavy. You could see he was flat-footed. He wasn't even moving, you know. And then I wanted to touch bases on one particular thing that I always talk to people about, that I never like, left-footed centre-backs. I mean, in the modern game, it seems like they are more in demand now because everybody wants to play from the back and stuff. But I go with the old ways. Most right-footed guys are well balanced. For example, if you are a righty, you can play left, so you are balanced. But if you look at left-footed Even those who write with their left hands, they struggle to do anything on their right hand. So that's the same thing. So if you are playing center back, remember, if you are playing center back, you have to have the balance. When the ball comes to the right, you have to use your right foot. When it comes to the left, look at Salisu. He was slow to everything. His clearances weren't going. It was rebounding and all those stuff.
And there are those who are pointing fingers at Baba Idrisu.
Baba Idrisu came in. I think halfway through the when Ashmiru came out. I don't really see any mistake Baba Idrisu did. He's playing in the middle. I don't think he played great. He's not one of our best performers, but we do have Ashmiru, we do have Salis, right? And then there's some Myanmar guy too over there, right?
Who didn't play in the tournament?
At all. So I think they could have used Myanmar today to see whether he could hold the midfield. But if you look at the game itself, with all the matches that we are watching, we don't even have a pattern of play. Did you see a structure? I mean, we're playing 4-2-3-1. There was no structure. You don't see patterns of play. You don't see what do you call it? You don't see them having overloads on the corner or anything. There's no pattern. It's just like the old adage, they will say Kobo, and we're playing. And if you look at the spacing in the game, there were spaces in between the defenders and the midfielders and our strikers. So after the 2-0, we should have been able to manage the game to the end. But,
Going forward, what do you think Black Stars of Ghana should do right if we are to qualify into another tournament and hope to bring home a cup?
Okay. What I think we should do now is let's go back into the olden ways where we had under 17, under 20, then we had the 23s. They've been playing together since they were young. These days, if anybody is playing professional, we call him up and he comes in. There's no coordination, So you could see some of the players are new, like the Yabua boy. I don't even know him from anywhere, but he just came. He played poorly the first game. They didn't even use him, but you called him up. There was a Kotoko player who I know very well. They should have given him a chance. He's a local player. I think they should have given him a chance. He's a very good midfielder. I think they should have given him a chance, but he didn't get his chance. So, I mean, with the call-ups, you have to go back to the coaching team or the tactical team. It's the coach who calls his players. So Chris has to answer to all these things that happen, And why do you pick up random people that have not played together? It's not going to, we have to play. There's no coordination. You have to bring the group in together. They have to play for a while, and then they have to know each other. Amate, for example, has played with Jiku. I don't know why Amate didn't play, because Salisu has been very, very poor. So I don't know, but the coach has to answer. So I'm sure he's going to have a post game, and we are going to listen to him. I don't want to criticize one player per se, or this player did this. I mean, overall, if somebody played poorly, I think we should be able to talk about that, which I believe the goalkeeper and Salisu today had a very, very bad performance, and they have to show character. Besides what the coaches, teach you, you also have to show character when you are playing. The last 5 minutes, coaching doesn't come into effect. You rally around each other and make sure that each person marks each person. It's a corner kick. It's 2-3 minutes to go. You know that a win will take us there. We could be second, we could be third, and we could be one of the best third place teams. And how do you just let it go? And how do you expect Ghanaians to be happy? We are not going to be happy. We are not going to be happy. We are not excited. Like I told you, now people are going to be having sleepless nights. So, it's true.
Are you going to be one of them? Sleepless nights?
I'll sleep very well.
All right.
I don't watch it with emotions anymore, because if you watch it with too much emotions, I do have high blood pressure. I can kill myself.
Ghana my but I say mementi I share whole day. Game where there. See tournament I acquire no. Like we deserve to progress, but I think say fear free mu nyina no your technical team no and I because work tournament see o midfield who will be hold central midfielders to say Richard Lamptey mu ni ade to Baba Idrisu for the 3 matches I have been no Obama drop balls you know the field drive ball that guy know the field pass ball so what they do in the field of play is committing unnecessary fouls. Why do you keep using that same player? Meanwhile, you have better option on your bench.
There is room for improvement.
No, room for improvement. Tournament, we are out. What room again? A day room near Wobium. Because I was here qualify. When you Mozambique, watching it too. What now are same mistakes? Like team needs extra go. I want to concentrate. We can't defend our lines. Repeatedly same mistakes, conceding unnecessary goals, cheap goals to opponent. As I think whole team no, we need to set team collapsing on that. Yes, set team in for because serious canker. There is a serious team new serious issue. There is a big issue, big serious canker. I say collapse team ni no should be for because team.
And to say dissolve Black Stars of Ghana. How do you think we should build it up? From where? Maybe it can local leagues, no, because we have potentials in our local leagues near that. They also doing that.
To some extent, many make our view say local league, you know, you use local players and from building national team, no, because if we share AFCON, teams are almost progress, almost perform panel, players na most of the players in here local based players. No, about 15 to 10 to 15%, and I have foreign based players. And the team say no, team commitment level near high. But see, the BIA rely on foreign players. Foreign players, you know, see who performance be Ghana. Like commitment in New York, who share to papa so no mass clubs.
Last question, Anka Pate or Margin Senka, there would have been some changes in the game.
Well, Pate or qualities change players they are calling be because me feel say Pate Nanka Ashmelu any Pate in a midfield now. At least necessarily as a ball me no chia. And you be but you know no me didn't say that start is about Tama. Yeah, reflecting on all the mistakes, all the things, and start to rebuilding a new team because this crop of players are really not helping the national team.
Medasi.
Game ne de assess no de na Ghana ne bia hope say e be win game no because of say yenya points just a win na e to me qualify. Na looking at your starting game no de na I mean ye bo kakra na ye bo tactically na I say you on top of them. Your starting game na be first 10 minutes no na Ghana is ahead but go ni buy no yes na take oda en ko fun be take you back akra be 20 minutes one on ha yes na so be pick bi me na yenya e ko half time in the buy yenya goals no na fi da say ya ti ada
it would you say tena yet da en kan ho bi nti no mo share you too
can because also per points also they qualify into here then you be press and the more press no so say won ye good team tactical be mistake and e bi na Richard Ofori here ball no e kwa wi jabo na man nko the day I win the penalty no consider no me won say like the fault because all ba na we be in same na that ball so dey be at me see into on put in the and say that ye mistake bia anu ye den but looking at Richard Ofori ne dey you know, no, you lose the game, no, and no one to be blamed. Collective lose, na lose, no. We hope for the better next time.
I can never be impressed with this kind of performance.
Oh, my brother.
No, you see, this is the thing. This is not the first time we've seen the Black Stars do this. Against South Korea, we're leading them with 2 clear goals, and we sat down for them to equalize all the two goals before we came back to come and win the game at the World Cup. You understand me? Our second game against Egypt. Or let's even take it to the Cape Verde game, right? It was a draw. We sat there for them to come and equalize, for them to win the game at the latter minute of the game. We went to the Egypt game. We scored 2 clear goals. 2 clear goals. Or we scored and then they equalized. We scored the game. We were leading by 1 goal, 2 goals to 1. We sat there. You see, the only thing to describe this Black Stars team is simple.
it's got to do with mentality. They just can't hold on to a win. They just can't hold on to a lead. You understand me? So that's the problem with the Blasters. And you see, for some time now, the Blasters has not had a psychologist in the team. It is the GFA president who has become the psychologist.
So the mentality,
it's so down. It's so down.
Sleep mode.
I mean, who does this? That you score 2 goals. It's not as if you scored in the equalizer. You scored 2 clear goals, and you sit down for them to come and equalize all the 2 goals. Who does this? In the tournament when you realize that your destiny is in your own hands. You see, we've never gone to in the last how many years now? Ghana has never taking their destiny into their own. They always want people to decide their destiny for them in the tournament, which is so bad. Who does this? It's so bad. Nobody does this. You score 2 clear goals. In this game, when you are suffering for goals like this, you see, Christian took over the game. Prior to the World Cup, he has scored only 1 goal in the first half. Look at the kind of goals. Look at what Kudus did for him in the game against Egypt. He scored 2 goals and you sit down for them to equalize. No, it's too bad. Even though it was a draw, but this draw is more like a loss. It's more like a loss, just like the Egypt one.
Because we're coming home.
Come on, who does this? Who now even Cote d'Ivoire, who started for them to score them 4 goals in their, who started for them to score for them in their 3rd game. Now they even have 3 points. How do you go to a tournament, play 3 games and Ghana in the group with Cape Verde and Mozambique? You are in a group with Cape Verde and Mozambique, and Ghana is struggling to get points. You are getting 2 points. Come on, who does this?
You are too heated. Cool down for us.
The thing is, this is the state of our football. Right. This is the state of our football. Nothing is going on well in the football. The local league, no. Even the juvenile football, the only people who are raising the flag high in this country is the female team. They are the only national team in this country who are raising the flag.
I mean, they're qualified now.
I mean, they won on aggregate 7-1. They won 7-1 on aggregate in their last game, qualified them to the World Cup, and we have the Black Stars.
So you think they should dissolve every male?
Germany has done it before. Germany did it. They had a 10-year plan. On the 10th year, they won the World Cup. It's not news. It's not by force to go for a tournament too. It's not by force that I've qualified, so I have to go. You have to self-assess. You have to assess yourself. Look back. This not this. We saw Michael Essien them, so we saw players. So it's not as if we haven't seen this kind of players. We've seen players, and even if those people come on, they can choose not to go. We sit back. We give ourselves a plan. See, there's the GFA Commission, which they've started clear how to go with our football. If our GFA president will be serious. Right? If you listen to me, be serious. Stop the politics. Stop the politics you're doing with our football. You see, you can do everything with football. Is the only thing that unites us in this country. Football is the only thing that unites us in this country. So if you are listening to me, be serious and stop the politics you are doing with our football and take this thing personal. That's all I have to say to Ketokweku.
Well, I can give them 5 over 10.
5
over 10.
Oh, it's average. I mean, they did well.
Yes. So boy now. From the beginning to second half, say na ball no omo dey see so dey. Nanso na say dey ball no ye. But all of a sudden na you change the day you eba mu no. Ball no sha say esesa no. Coach ne yen technical no o man timi anhunu ensusu bia am team no omonso anfa anka omom betim gina Mozambique for no ano no yen technical na coach na hunu sanyansa no anya mayen last minute yen changes ya ye no ye Kudus film no Kudus no ye film no Kudus no omu a ono na ye team no sunsun enti so abere o waye den o ompra nkwa de a jano no omo unya ye film pe anasamba me kai say Kudus ye match ba ko bi ono sa ye Kudus film an ye share enti Kudus no omu a ana ye honhom ye de bo no eba na ye tin bo ama ne ye
say see Kudus ne cra Black Stars sunsun
obi ani ho no mo a obetumi ka say se Kudus no ma Black Stars na ho no team enye team sisi ankasa no de ese Ghana ban ne say said ye Nigeria for ye ya omu team no man nyina foforo a omu ba ya omu de beje cap no san se ye man mu anso ye no san se ye team na ye ho sisi ye no ye hunu ti ehunu na se ye hu de yeko even emakura mpo say ye de mko bobo ya enka ibedu abi asen we say ye team no enida so bia anim Ghana ye bobo a sisi ye o tete bi hu na o yam hihyew ujina park na o yam hihyew kosi koda ye hu be team no
nti wo na o yam hihyew
that is here no what we Ghana ni no said Ghana de wakoma so pa team no ebobo a say na o se hu ɛne sɛ deɛ ɔho se yɛw sɛ bɔɔ ne kɔ yɛ pɔ mu a na ɔho keka because wonim sɛ yɛ den a ahwɛ ɛbɛhyɛ because ɛnida so bi anim sɛ ɛkɔ no ɛbɛsan ba a bra obi ntimi nhyɛ go and then last first match a yɛbɔɔ yɛ no yɛn last minute ɛna ɛha yɛn second match yɛn last minute the same thing ɛna ɛha yɛn third match yɛn last minute the same thing ɛna ɛha yɛn it means team no technical coach o players o yɛnsua deɛ enti no anytime bia no sɛ woyɛ coach woyɛ team na sɛ wotumi ready team a wo ne bɔ no sɛ deɛ wɔbɔ no na sɛ wotumi hyɛ no last minute da bia deɛ a ɛne na Ghana yɛ team no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛgu no na yɛfa mpanyimfo foforɔ even GFA kura ehu yɛ sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ tena hɔ GFA ɛwɔ sɛ yɛgu no na aban na nkasa ɛhyehyɛ no ma foforɔ na yɛtumi ɛyɛ ɛnɔma yie yɛ press ɛwɔ sie no ɛnyɛ sɛ nyɛ o ɛyɛ paa na ɛso sɛ yɛbɛtumi use wɔ mo no ɛne ɛsɛm no ohwɛ dede awiade ne ba yɛ a ɛmoa because already yɛahyɛ goal dada deɛ sɛ yɛyɛ ne sɛ either sɛ yɛbɛ defend anaa sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ sɛ goal ne yɛhyɛ bi nka ho a yɛma obi nso ɛnyɛ dɛn ɛnhyɛ bi nka wate aseɛ saa ne yɛbɛbɔ sɛ wobɔbɔ na sɛ yɛmpɔn na sɛ wo leadi a ɛwɔ sɛ wohwɛ kwan a wobɛfa so a wode saa wo leadi no ɛde bɛpɔn anaa sɛ wobɛnya goal no biara dɛn aka ho na wo deɛ wohyɛ a na sɛ yɛhyɛ baako ka ɛtia wo a wote hɔ noma ne yɛhyɛhyɛ within 3 minutes o yɛgo dɛ within 3 minutes o saa nso na yɛne yɛfɛ ne sɛn Egypt bɔ within 3 minutes it means obi a ɔno yɛ wɔ bia ɔredi yɛn ho sɛ ɔhyɛ baako a ɔbɛnya goal baako aka ho enti sɛ yɛde wei titi mu a ɔman ne bɛkɔ so and then wɔkasa te mu sɛ sɛdeɛ yɛtim ne teɛ no blast sɛdeɛ teteɛ no saa na Ghana amammuo teɛ
Nana son how compare Black Stars team to Amamo is serious.
And say oh said yes says sika Ghana ha aban chipisia ene sika tax a tua no Ghana ha na enso hu hwe na we dey compare Black Stars so ya bi anim say yen amaman ya yetimu tax ebu ekom
eti yenku bibia o Ghana from aban to GFA. Na yen start bibia foforo
maybe the on my home sisi no say MPP and this I was here you obi afiri ho
na so na GFA so ye obi afiri ho
na GFA so ye obi afiri ho na on my no yen fa court no ye kwa ayi no judge for na omo tan se no mo nyi nipa ba ko no hwe man so na ye mpa nipa foforo ye ne etim se nipa yi o ya ade a ye beti atu na sisi ya kwa no eno ma ye de hye o mampani nsa na do so no do o ti ase omampani no embla no se de si favor no na do so ese se ke ya enoma bi a omampani no o ya bibi na senya entempa na ye betimi aye bibi amo nso hu se ade a akunya na o te so no o ya mistake a bibi asebeto no
right minya my face here asan we hiti there ya face here ala
da bi oman se de si ko no ye boka gudodo hwe sika ye de man kofo ko ye even sika mo de ko ye uni sika mo de ko ye
there be enim by enim say nko qualify we dey nko menya $30,000
that be say who your business a sika wo de hyase no unim sika wo de hyase ansa na say wo your business no say unya faso a wo hu say we ya we ye no wonya faso what I say
oh
me dwen ho say Ghana ye ball no dwen
me dey me hu ne say oman ye oman a ye wo mu no nukuredie enye adwuma nukuredie enye adwuma
me say hu nti
yo sese ne yehwe GFA ya ye wo ho sese ya even ye ko akansie ya ye ko akosi tournament ye ba ne se ye ko ikura no bebia microphone be campaign na aka be 2 weeks crampo na ye nim oman mu no nyina akura nim sika ye de ko budget kura ye de ko kura na ye nim team na akoye no ho te se frafra ko bo bisa ye frɛ play akura so omra ɛda no akansie na so no a saa da no a na play ne beba enti me de me hu ne se akwa bibi te se omo de yadwen edi agro oman mu no nyina de yadwen di agro
hwan na de yen yadwen di agro hwan pese
me pese me kire se oman na nkasa fi soro edi besi fom oman nyina yayera
koto hin
very good we bisa asem oman na nkasa yen nyama fiti nkruma abreso ebesi ne fiti nkruma abreso abebesi ne hwe efi mama mo record bi ansa na mato asema me kan so from 2008 ebesi 2016 mon check AFCON na yabo wo Yako finals twice. From 2008, ebesi 2016, Yako finals twice. And now, Yatoso third, miensa. Sorry, Yatoso third, Bako. Yatoso fourth, miensa. From 2016, I did best say no. AFCON do send Yabo. Na mon konko check na mon hwe win kra even group stage kra win do send yenya wom. Enti me true so fruity soro ebesi for my money na corrupt.
Ya pro.
Kra o mine say.
Enti eno sa na ye be den fix it.
O mine ye be sa na ye be fix your mine say no. Baby o mine ankasa ne ye die hye no. O mine mu nyina anim.
Na obetimi a kire yen de.
A kire baby.
E wo he.
O mu nyina fo mo ni kire okunfi otuam.
Wọ́n yóò tú am.
Okunfi otuam. O mine ye die wo ho. Sesi a me no ka say mu pa. Mo hwehwe mechi akwan. Metumi a kire mo.
Baby a Ghana yie die hye.
Metumi a kire
E
mo.
wo he fa.
Okunfi otuam.
Eno na hye he fa side ni ye ni na ye nko
Central region. It was Central region say see ya.
Nti omo Central region no mo de omo ni Ghana o betimi etu Ghana yie di aman.
There be enye oman nanka efi sorofo enye onipa te se wo a uja individual na be ko oyo oman mu na kasa na yese omo tu so ahanamo no.
Sa. Nti eno no mo yesa na GF be yie oman no economy bibia be yie.
Exactly.
Really?
Sa people say upa mo hwehwe mechi akwan maka. Sense so
enye fa wechi akwan to Ghana ye hia cause sana Ghana say yi de say ye nim baby Ghana yi de wo de a ne yenkofa
mo hwehwe mechi akwan wo pese ohumi a mo fa mani nkire ekunfi otuam
ye du hwa ne ahwehwe ho
mo de mo du ekunfi etuam a emfa na se bia wo fi Accra na eba wo fi hemfa bia wo pese wo fi bia eba bia no emfa na se bia wo fi Cape Coast na eba ana se wo fi Accra na eba wo du esohia junction no waka se o ko tu baby atamusi fi no atamusi kurom ho no mo kodu ho no mo amon ka se mo ko rabi e ho no Ghana ye die hye se si am
why na de ko hye ho
e ho ho de me no ka sa
50 year ben
mfi bebre e hye ho de
ba se one so now 2008 to 2016 ne ya de ya ko finals ne ya de
mpacho
etiano no na ye de no mabie so kakra na se de
menje no se wo ko me ka se wa ko finals too.
Okay. Eti ye be ko ba ye ntimi nje because ye die no bia kata
hye ho se mo pe a se
eni oni pa ko de hye ho wa moa yen minua wa moa yen kra
se sia no na mesi so pia ka kire mo se mo nko ho e wo ho na wo oman mu nyina mo nko ho
eni ebedi wachi akọ nyame adoma me pacho se wo hwe sisi ade a ye brother we so ni bebi Ghana yie die hye eti ye bedi ye brother we echi na yakọ hwe Ghana yie die bebi hye cause ye hia